See how that's coming clean? And it's getting treated. You can tell the way the color is that it's getting treated at the same time. Even though I come back in, when I get all the rust off, I come back in, spray it down with the metal prep. Then I take my red scuff pad and scuff over it all, then let it seal like that. But that's how I'm gonna do this whole hood, just so you have an idea of what I'm up to here. See how that's coming clean? And it's getting treated. You can tell the way the color is that it's getting treated at the same time. Even though I come back in, when I get all the rust off, I come back in, spray it down with the metal prep. Then I take my red scuff pad and scuff over it all, then let it seal like that. But that's how I'm gonna do this whole hood, just so you have an idea of what I'm up to here. Alright, so I'm gonna start out here. I had started working on this already, but I just want to show you that what I'm using is a form of metal prep. And all I want to do, I'm gonna come in here and take some of this deeper rust off. And I know this is time consuming. It's time consuming, but it's really gonna help get rid of a lot of this larger surface rust. And the more I get off of here, the better. I mean, I know certain cars, you can't even get them to come back this clean unless you take them in and get them dipped. This is my vehicle, you know, even if it was somebody else's. See how I took a lot of that off of there? And then so that spot is gone right there almost. Okay, so now you see I come in here. This panel is pretty clean in that area where all of that rust was before. So I spent maybe half hour, 45 minutes on that. Now I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna show you how I actually do this, how I go through that. So alright, so I spray this down with the metal prep first. Then I take the 36 grit on my big hog here, DA sander, and I just go to town. I did want to put my apron on here. I know what a lot of you guys are probably saying to do this type of work, like, well, why spray it down and sand, you know, well, you could do, well, for one, it cuts down on the dust. And this is something I ain't never really seen nobody doing. It's just something that I do. But by me spraying this down with the metal prep, I figure while I'm grinding, it's also cutting and treating the metal that I'm sanding all at the same time. So this is just something I do, you know. Nobody have to follow my lead here, but hey, this is just me. And see, I don't have a bunch of rust dust everywhere and getting all in my garage and everything, and it's cutting down this rust all at the same time. Even though it's a cooler day here, it's not letting my panel heat up either. So it's cutting down on warping. And also hit, because I don't want to grind on these contours with the grinder. So between that and a red scuff pad, as you see, that panel, look at that rust coming off of there. So I'm not editing this video, but I will go back and show a whole video that I'm gonna repeat some of the same stuff, but at the end of the video it'll show this hood in prime. But I just wanted to show you, I'm not editing here, how this stuff really helps get rid of the rust. And if I was just standing on this, I wouldn't be getting the same result, trust me. And yes, it's a little time consuming, but hey, I got more time than I got money. So as much as it will cost to get this hood dipped, I can take some time and get this panel done. So see that there? Let me come in on this panel some here so you can see it. See that piece I just did there? How it really cleaned up. It's really taking that surface rust off of there. So, hey, you guys do what you do, but this is the way I do it. So, like I say, I'm not gonna edit this video because I actually want you to see that this really works. And it's actually cleaning and treating that metal all at the same time. Like I said, I go over to DA, get the majority of the biggest of the rust off. Then I can come through see that? Are you seeing that? That stuff is really coming off of there. So, alright, so this is how that hood ended up coming out. I still got to do that front, but I want to take this chrome off and those Buick, that Buick that's on the front of there. But this is the 70 Wildcat hood, and this is how it come out. Still, I'm going to treat it tonight and let it sit overnight. I still got a few spots that I can hit a little better. Some of this stuff is just deep, so I'm gonna have to let that cure once it turns black like it already is. It's treated already, but I'll treat it again tonight, and then right before I get ready to hit it, when I treat it tonight, it's gonna stop it from rusting anymore. It'll put a coat on it, and I'm not gonna have it outside. So that's it. That's using that metal treatment. Come out pretty good, guys. If you like these videos, stay tuned, subscribe. All right, have a good day. All right, here again on the 70 Wildcat. So I came to you before showing you how to remove that rust, and I'm going to come in and show you what I use to get to use the sandpaper and the scuff pad to get that that rust, the thicker rust off of there, that surface rust. It brought it down good, but this is the 108 treatment, so I'm going to show you that too. My friend Buick Bob, since I drive truck, I couldn't get, but I had to go, he had to go almost 30 minutes away to a distributor to get this stuff. So I had to call the people that manufacture that 108 metal treatment, and they gave me the closest person to me because it's so hard to find, and I love using that stuff right before paint on bare metal surfaces. So I treat it with one thing to get the rust off, then before I paint, I use this metal, 108 metal M108 metal treatment. So I'm gonna come through and get ready to prime this up. So this is where I'm at on the 70 Wildcat. The top was off of here, and you see I got to do some treatment up here, but this ain't that bad. But I just wanted to get the deep rust off, and the hood and this panel was the worst panel with the surface rust. So I got this all cleaned up. You see up there, I probably could have hit that a little more, but that metal treatment is on there. It's gonna be fine. But I body worked this because it'll be hard topped. I don't know if I'm gonna put a top on here or not. So I didn't take these nibs off yet, and I don't know like if the molding here, if I can find the molding that go here. So I didn't take the nibs off yet because I won't be painting this car for a while. So I'll be searching for, you know, the ones that's been on this car to see if I can find the original that I could put on here. If not, then I'm gonna grind those studs off and I'm gonna just put the stick on. What can you do these days? You know, you can't get this stuff no more. And you know, if I find somebody probably gonna want, you know, insane money for it. So, but today I will be putting this in prime. So it's all treated. I'm waiting for Bob to show up with the metal treatment so I can go over this one more time, and then I'll be priming this up. So, but that's how that hood came out. You seen it before. This is how it came out, and all of these that I put in with the die grinder, a lot of that, the high build that I'll be putting on here would take a lot of that out. So we're just gonna get ready to prime this baby up. All right, thanks.
Record that.
Hey, here comes the Savior. Oh, look at that jacket. Hold on, hold that up. Look at the Savior. The 801, he come bearing gifts. Look at that. How we doing today, Bob?
2 gifts.
Well, 2 gifts. It lasts. Look at that jacket. Look at him showing off profiling.
Huh?
Woo!
Buicks are my favorite. There you go.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, this stuff really works, guys. I'm telling you. That 108 metal conditioner, man, it took me months to find out where that stuff was at. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right, so that's the hood there in prime. I kind of piled it up and take my finger and swirl it around so to get into those little pinholes. Make sure that there's no bubbles in there where that'll start to bubble back. So I kind of use my finger, spray it in there kind of thick. So if you see that's not drying as quick as the rest of the hood because I kind of laid it on there thick where all those scratches was. But it's 1970 Buick Wildcat. Got the panels in prime that I want in prime for now. The most rusted panels. The other panels are not as bad rusted. So I just wanted to get these rusty panels because I won't be painting this car right away. And it'll probably be sitting outside. This winter I will cover it up, but at least I ain't got to worry about that rust getting worse and worse on this panel. So 1970 Wildcat, 1 step, ends the 2 steps and 3 steps, and then next thing you know, it's painted. All right, thanks guys.